And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 9, check 9.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Line 20. Line 54. Line 54. Let's go one more.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. From just shy of midfield, Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First down, Rams.
Look, 180. Silver.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now on second down, this is Gurley. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 16. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Now Goff. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
Great player.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, 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 kill. Shoot, shoot. Check 99.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Here's the rookie from Florida Atlantic, Kareth White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Gone. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. These two teams all tied after one.
20.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. That good for 22 and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Check 27. Eyes on 27. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 90 is a...
Listen.
Get in there. Let's get in there, Harry. 90 is a light. Hey, watch the ball.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
80.
Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Goff. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Hey, Charlie!
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44. 49, check 49.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Goff now to throw. Well, that'll be caught by Kupp. 30, 10, touchdown L.A. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Easy.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A minute 55 left to go in the 1st half of play. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go, here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time's not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
No spacing.
Motion.
On third down, a run from White. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Blue 30.
Check 41. Switch up.
Double bump. Hey, wahoo! Flag,
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Flush to his right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
26 Here we go. That's good.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. They were looking for Johnson that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Again, they run with Gurley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Throwing on third. Gone. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. Fights him off. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
from just shy of midfield. Roethlisberger, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Slam, slam, slam. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist, twist. 41's the mic, 41.
Check 16.
Check 41. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Why they touch?
They'll run on first down. White. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Snickers. Snickers.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Here we go.
Middle.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Alert, alert. Bravo.
Mike, 41.
From the 44, Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. There he goes left side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, gone. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And got a man. It's Woods. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Goff now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 40-yard line. The Rams on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And Woods has it complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Goal. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Hold on. Check.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And finding the tight end, Wilson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to Meredith. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Under pressure here, and down he goes. sack back at about the 43-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, the motion, watch the motion. 22, 44. 26, Mike, 26, lose.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that gets him back within 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes.